भी देश हो, अगर उसे विकास की नई ऊंचाई पर पहुंचना है तो उसे अपनी विरासत को संभालना ही होगा।
Jai Shri Ram. Yes, the countdown has started. The wait is getting over. And the spirits are high as the world gets ready to celebrate Ram Temple. Over the next half an hour, we'll look at the entire chain of the market mood, the festivities, the on-ground mood, the marvel in terms of architecture, and corporates who are revisiting Ayodhya, the holy city of Ayodhya. Spirits are high, the countdown has started, and the mood is upbeat. Here's the Ram Mandir, and it is something which is, I know, iconic, both in terms of an architectural feat, the details, the imagination, and when it comes to making a pure statement in terms of what India really stands for. 46 hours, 13 minutes and 35 seconds. But when it comes to capturing the grandeur of Ram Mandir, what are the facts? What is that we are very proud to share about Ram Mandir, our heritage, the culture? And for that I'll invite Snehi. She'll walk us through not interesting but unimaginative and real facts about Ram Temple. So Snehi.
About Ram Mandir, then let's touch upon some of them. Some of them are very interesting to note as well. So as you know, this is going to be India's biggest temple in terms of size after it is done being made, and it is spanned across 28,000 square feet when it comes to area. Now the second most important fact is that the soil from over 2,500 places has been bought to build this temple, marking its link and the spread of Hinduism across the country. And also soil from Thailand is being bought to make this soil and water, because Thailand also has close ties with Ramayana and the cultural heritage that is shed. Now also another important fact to note is that this Ram temple will also have a Ram Rasoi that will be operational round the clock. It has the capacity to serve 10,000 people. It is a community kitchen, so it will be serving a lot of people at once, and the food that will be cooked here is pure vegetarian, and it will be cooked using biogas and solar energy. So well, this is a community kitchen that is keeping up with the times, and it is changing and it is adopting to new methods as well. Another interesting fact to know is that more than 7,000 invites have gone across the country, and the big names of the industry, the who's who of fields across life, have been invited to this inauguration. You've got political leaders, you've got industrialists, you've got a whole lot of Bollywood that will also be present at this inauguration. And well, the invite had also been gone to Congress party leaders and the chief of Congress as well, but they have declined to attend this event. So yeah, these are all the important facts that we need to be keeping in mind about this Ram Temple inauguration. And lastly, let's also talk about the cost, because a lot of money has gone into making this temple. Now, as for the temple trust, it is going to take around 1,800 crore rupees to build this temple. As of October last year, they had already used 900 crore rupees, and they're still saying that in the accounts that they have with 3 public sector banks, that is Bank of Baroda, SBI as well as Punjab National Bank, they still have over 3,000 crores of funds left. So we'll see how they deploy these funds, and then we'll see at what scale this inauguration takes place.
Like I said, the spirits are high, the countdown is started, the mood is upbeat, and everywhere in India it is clearly Jai Shri Ram. Sneha, thank you very much for that. All right, now what are we going to do? Well, a mood check. Our reporters are covering the length and the breadth of the story. We've told you First, the numbers. On ET Now, it's always about facts and numbers. We've established the numbers for you. And I'm not even getting into what's happened to the religious tourism, how essentially land prices are going higher, how Ayodhya is expected now to be one of the most visited cities in the world now, how there is a complete beeline when it comes to hotels, hospitality, and builders who are really trying to reimagine the entire real estate of Ram Mandir, or perhaps Ayodhya as a city. My colleagues are now standing by. We've got Shivani, Somit and Asta. Okay, Asta and Aishwarya are actually ready, so I'll go to Somit in just a while now. So Aishwarya, I think I just saw you in the office, but now I see you standing outside. So where are you? And just update us about your location.
So, ET Now is always on the go, and just a few minutes ago I was in office. I am currently at Ganga Tank. Now, this particular tank might be lesser known, but it has a great connection with Ramana as well as Lord Rama. The legend behind this particular Ganga Tank and this Balkeshwar area temple premises is that the origin of this site, it can be traced back all the way to the exile of Lord Rama. Now, what the legend says is that back in time, Lord Rama and Lord Lakshmana were searching for Devi Sita, and during their search, they reached this spot, which is today Ganga Tank. Now, as this tank stands today, this happened as a result of him actually shooting an arrow at this spot, and that's where a fountain of water came out from Bhogavati, which what is known at that point as Bhogavati, which is underground Ganga as they called, that sprouted at this particular area. As you can see behind me, that is the Ganga Tank, and from underneath the earth we saw water fountains coming out, and since then this has been known as the Ganga Tank. That is what the story behind this particular tank here in Mumbai's Balkeshwar area. And there's also a temple which is said to have a Shivalingam which Lord Rama himself made with sand. So the word there goes as Balukeshwar. It was called Balu Ka Ishwar, meaning Balu means sand and Ishwar means, of course, God. So God was made of sand. That is what the story behind this particular Ganga Tank and the Balkeshwar.
Right, Aishwarya, thank you very much. Well, my colleague also joins us from the network, and that is Shivani. For you, Shivani, I think I'm interacting you for the first time on ET Now, and you're joining us from Ayodhya, and everybody wants to know essentially that, step-by-step coverage which you are doing there, kya hone wala hai, kab hone wala hai, and what we should expect in the next 24 hours. Of course, we'll come to you, so our viewers should expect that we'll see more of you on the channel, but apart from that, at Ayodhya.
See, certainly the atmosphere at Ayodhya is absolutely electrifying as the consecration day is nearing. Only 2 more days left. I'll keep showing you what's happening around me to give a sense of how enthusiastic and vibrant Ayodhya is right now. I'm right outside one of the gates of the Ram temple in Ayodhya, where the decorations are going on. You can see 80 tons of flowers have already reached Ayodhya to beautify not only the Ram temple, the new one, the prior one, and also the roads in the city. So everywhere we see Jai Shri Ram, we hear Jai Shri Ram, and the people who are coming here from parts of the country are so elated, they are so delighted that they are saying that it's a dream come true for them. And we have seen Ayodhya transforming in past few years. And today we witness that as the consecration ceremony is going on, the elaborate set of rituals are being taken inside the temple. We also see a lot of infrastructure development happening in and around Ayodhya. So it's not only the religious utsav that's going on, it is right now a celebration of change, a positive change that Ayodhya's Ram temple is bringing about in the lives of people here, and also giving a sense of acknowledgement to not only the people who believe in Ram, their faith, but also a celebration of a dream come true, because it's believed that Lord Ram is coming back to his abode after 500 years. A lot of preparation work is going on. Celebrities will be arriving here. More than 10,000 people have already been invited. Many have also confirmed their coming to this consecration ceremony. Today is the 5th day of the consecration, where inside the Ram.
That in markets what really matters is your code of conduct. When I say code of conduct, what matters in the stock market, it is a function of what you buy, how you buy, and what price you buy. And if one looks at Lord Ram's and his life, it's all about code of conduct. A code of conduct, the dharma, the karma, around which his entire life journey was mounted on. So in stock market, if you have to really connect, what's the code of conduct? Then markets always vote for rate of change. And this is what Ayodhya celebration and Ram Mandir is. It is a change. It is a vote of change, and it is a change of celebration. And that's what markets we always do. Markets always vote for rate of change, and you have to follow code of conduct to be a winner in the stock market, whether it is discipline or stop loss, whether it is long term or patience, whether it is momentum or value. The code of conduct needs to be followed. We've learned that from perhaps Lord Ram's life, and we need to implement that in stock markets. And rate of change I already mentioned. Good becomes bad and bad becomes good. But right now what we're voting for in India is Rise with India. Change of rate is just magnificent, and that is what this temple is actually, that is what is getting endorsed in Ayodhya. So Samit Chaturvedi, on a chilly Saturday afternoon, is joining us from Noida.
Absolutely, Nikunj, and this is the beginning of, as we can say, that UP state. It's a Delhi-UP Noida border, which is beginning of UP from here. So Ram Mandir in Ayodhya is not just Ayodhya's thing. It's the beginning of a new venture for the whole of Uttar Pradesh. That's why people are very excited about the whole thing. You can see behind me, a lot of people are here. It actually, in a way, heralds a new era for Uttar Pradesh. Development of Uttar Pradesh. Well, talk about airports, talk about other infrastructure coming. So UP, in a way, as it looks like, is going towards a new path, and Ayodhya is going to have the beginning of that thing. And when on Monday the Pran Pratishtha will happen, well, definitely tourism will come to Ayodhya, and UP, this kind of optimism we haven't seen earlier. So lots of things are happening at this moment in Noida, in UP, and actually it's a kind of infrastructure boom that is going to happen in UP, and that's what. If you talk about the schedule on Monday, well, at 10:25 p.m. we'll land at airport, and then he will go to helipad. And you can hear behind me, the people are really excited. Later on the whole day, the functions will keep on happening. But as we can say that it's beginning of a new era for UP, that's what people are really excited about.
Okay, before we come back to Sharad and talk about Ayodhya Stocks, I'm just going to go to Astha, and she is at GSB Mumbai, the Ram Temple in Mumbai, where actually celebrations started months ago. It is just that the spirit today is absolutely unpalpable in terms of excitement and in really terms of the tone and tonality of activity. Astha, take it away.
Sure, once again, Mumbai is celebrating Diwali again on the account of inauguration of Ram Temple, and right now I'm in Wadala Ram Temple GSB, and they have organized a Shobha Yatra which started from today morning. In fact, the celebrations and the decoration started at 5 a.m. today, and this show will go on till 22nd of January 9 p.m. Every program is comprising of prayers, chants, musical programs, and big singers are coming all the way from Bangalore and different parts of the city. And if we talk about donations, we don't have actual numbers yet, but we got the information that in just 4 hours the donation exceeded by 200 people already have donated money and gold to the temple. And if we talk about the main temple here, see people, it's filled with people, and we just finished with the yagya and artis, and the temple is distributing prasad now. But if we talk about the bigger picture, the streets outside the mandir are filled with mementos, flags, t-shirt, embezzled with the images of Ram temple also.
In fact, the sports club also are celebrating the event in full form with decorations at premises in Worli. And not only that, Jim Khana is live streaming this ceremony with over 11,000 of people. So this temple is witnessing right now approximately 5,000 people, and it will go on, and it's expected that on 26th of January they will expect more than 15,000 of people. The decoration is filled, the excitement, the echoes of chants of Ram is still echoing in the walls, near the walls of the temples, everything. And not only in Mumbai, all the India, this is a festivity which is going on in Ayodhya, and we can see the buzz all over India.
Buzz all over India, buzz in our Mumbai newsroom studio, and guess what is buzzing? Well, we are calling them as the Ayodhya Stocks because, believe it or not, every time something big or large happens on an infrastructure front, it will have ramifications. The new word which everybody is popularly using is religious tourism. Which are the companies which would benefit? If everyone is traveling to Ayodhya, well then railway would benefit, bus travel would increase, hotels would make money, food caterers would make money, and markets are very smart in understanding that. Like I said, markets always vote for change, and Sharad is standing by to tell us that what are these Ayodhya stocks and what is the rate of change markets are voting on.
Jai Shri Ram. And of course, the entire buzz has been there on Ayodhya related stocks, and this has been picking up since last month itself. And of course, you have been right, the hotel stocks would be especially in focus. IHCL came out with an announcement, 2 luxury properties are being made. The first one being, of course, Ginger, and the second being Vivanta. You spoke about the flights, Interglobe Aviation, SpiceJet, all major routes are there.
How many airports have been made in last 3 airports have been made in and around Ayodhya, right?
In and around. If you take the 200-kilometer radius, operationally, 1 is already there, and 2 makeshift airports have also come up. And it's expected a lot of your flights will be coming in, and the
Vistara
prices.
started flying, Indigo has started flying.
And even SpiceJet has also started, so the announcement has come in, and at least 8 metro routes. That is where the entire connections are coming in, and from 15th, officially the commercial numbers have started coming in. Also, IRCTC had pointed out there is roughly 1,000 special trains which will be coming, and this is coming for the next 100 days. So that's a very big point, Nikunj, when it comes to travel.
So we are looking at very simple, folks, very, very simple. People will travel more, they will use bus, train or flight. Airlines are opening up Ayodhya as a city. Hotels will make more money. Indian Hotel has announced 2. I think there are some more luxury properties which are coming there, and even real estate developers have started really developing that space. So
yes,
it's very simple.
There is plotted developments, Nikunj, and recently it was announced Amitabh Bachchan also had got almost a 15-acre land there. Also, Praveg has set up its second tents also, and the stock itself has been on a tear. More than 30 to 40% return just coming from January itself.
Let's look at some stocks, Sharad. You know, IRCTC, Indian Hotel, maybe an Indigo and Praveg.
Correct.
4 stocks which would be direct beneficiaries. Some would be more, some would be less, but these are companies which would be direct beneficiaries. There you see, IRCTC 1 month change, train mein ticket hi nahi mil rahi hai, 19%. Indigo, 1 month change, again I can say, flight mein seatein hi nahi mil rahi hai, because Indigo in quick time has gone up from levels of 2,700 to apparently levels of 3,000. Plane mein seatein nahi mil rahi hai. Then we look at Praveg, company which specializes in
Tents
and religious tourism.
Correct.
So the tents around Ayodhya, this company has got the monopoly.
Near, it's very close actually coming to the main site itself. So you can just stay and just walk over there. So a lot of bookings have come up, and the prices they have shot up 2x, 3x the average
What
rates.
is the average price you have?
That's roughly around 14 to 15,000, but right now it's 45,000.
14 to 15,000 has become 45,000.
45,000.
Wow.
It's expensive.
There is a stock, 1 month change. Shad, how much is the change, my friend?
It's more than 60%.
It is the Ayodhya stock, if I may say so.
Yes.
And if I may add one more Indian hotel, well, it will be a long-term beneficiary. Near-term, nothing changes because the hotels have not kicked in. But, you know, markets, like I always say, they vote for rate of change. Isn't that the, built up is that you should always vote for rate of change, always celebrate life. And that is what this entire, spirit of Ram Mandir is. So, thank you, Sharad. Thank you everybody else for joining us. I always say that if I look at the code of conduct from Ram's life, Sharad, as investors, what should we focus more on? We can focus on what stock we are buying, the price at which we are buying, how are we managing the risk which is how much quantity we are buying and what is the time horizon.
I think these factors are which are controlled by the investors, what we
Exactly.
can learn as investors.
But what we can't control is result. So that's what I think spirituality, and that is what, the code of conduct, if I may say, of Ram has been. You can control your karma, but not your outcome. And that I think is a real pure message which everybody should focus on. So, so beautifully put across if I could try and connect religion, spirituality, market, and the code of conduct. Thank you, everyone. Let's take a break, and here are some more thoughts on Ayodhya 2.0.
Great opportunity for us to have a significant presence there. And as on date, we have signed 2 hotel contracts, a 100-room Vivanta and a 150-room Ginger. And we see there will be opportunities to take all our brands and across all segments to Ayodhya. 40% of our portfolio, operating portfolio, would be in spiritual destinations or in a location which is maybe an hour's drive from a major pilgrim and religious site.
Any given point of time, the local population to tourist ratio is going to be 1:10. So that itself speaks about the volume of economic activity that is going to happen. And as a result, real estate always follows a couple of basic principles. One is, the sentiment. The one is the economic viability and the infrastructure. And all these 3 factors, I think, have really propelled. We have seen almost 10 to 20% fold jump in the land price over there. And if you combine the entire region, including Kashi Vishwanath corridor, Banaras, and Ayodhya, I think the entire belt is going to see a massive, and it has already seen a massive jump in the land prices, interest from developers and buyers, especially hospitality. And also in the outskirts of Ayodhya, we are seeing a massive interest for second homes.
We have forged a strategic alliance with Leela Palaces, Hotels and Resorts. And together we plan to construct a luxury palace hotel at the Sarayu on the bank of very close to the temple. This will be Ayodhya's first 100-key 5-star hotel, and which will be the cornerstone of our development. The real estate prices have soared to almost 6x to 10x levels in Ayodhya in the last 3 to 5 years, depending on the proximity to the Ram Janmabhoomi temple.
We've seen a huge demand coming in from for Varanasi, a huge demand coming for Prayag. To the extent that internally some of us have started calling it the new emerging golden triangle. As airlines will come in, there will be more employment generated, not just for the airlines, but also ground handling, for transport, for taxis, for restaurants and hotels. As hotels start coming in, there will be more demand for employment, local sightseeing, which means the local economy in terms of the restaurants will get benefited, in terms of tour managers will get benefited.